Hello, how are you? So today we're going to take a look at the pancake sorts of Pramp. So this question is actually very tricky, although it looks very easy, but it's not that easy. And I think it's also kind of different from the LeetCode's pancake sort problem. So let's talk about it. So given an array of integers array, write a function flip array k that reverses the order of the first k elements in the array. Write a function pancake sort array that sorts and returns the input array. You are allowed to use only the function flip you wrote in the first step in order to make changes in the array. So if your input is like 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, your output is just a sorted array. To clarify, this is pancake sort's output. Okay, analyze the time and space complexity of your solution. Note it's called pancake sort because it resembles sorting pancakes on a plate with a spatula, where you can only use the spatula to flip some of the top pancakes in the plate. To read more about the problem, see a Wikipedia page. Okay, so basically you have to write a function that basically just sorts the original array, right? So if you don't have any like restrictions, basically you just want to do arrays sorted array to give you the array sorted. But the question asks you to write a function flip array k that reverses the order of the first k elements. So you actually have to write a helper function called flip array k and somehow like sort the first k elements, and then in your main function you have to call the flip array k and kind of like use your own helper function to sort the array, right? So first of all, like pancake sort, let's see how can we make the input array sorted like this. This is just the pancake sort algorithm. It might be hard for you to figure out by yourself, but maybe you can just remember this is how the pancake sort algorithm works. So basically you iterate from the end of the array to the front of the array. So from 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So basically you find what is the maximum numbers index at this point. So for example, so basically right now, your I is at index 4, and you find, well, the maximum number is 5, and its index is 1. So basically you call flip of this part, and basically 5 comes here and 1 comes here. And then you call the reverse of the whole array and make the 5 till the end of the array. So basically 5, 1, 4, 3, 2 becomes 2, 3, 4, 1, 5. 2, 3, 4, 1, 5. So after flipping twice, your maximum number is at the end of the array. At this point, your iteration is finished and you decrement I by 1. At this point, you also do the same. You find, oh, what's the largest number? And you find it's 4. And you flip this this 3 number, you basically reverse this subarray and make 4 come to the front. So 2, 3, 4 become 4, 3, 2. And at this point, your largest number is at the front, and you just call what? Just call flip array I. So basically flipping this subarray and make the largest number come to I. So 4, 3, 2, 1 becomes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, at this point, after flipping twice, your largest number comes to I, and you're finished with this iteration, and you decrement your I. At this point, you also try to find, oh, what's the largest number? It's 3, right? And you also reverse the subarray. So basically, you make 1 to 3, 3 to 1. And at this point, your largest element is 3, is at the index 0, and you flip array with I, which is 2. So you flip this and make it 1, 2, 3. At this point, your largest number comes to I, and you're finished with this iteration, and you decrement, and you do the same. So that's how the algorithm of pancake sort works. So basically, you just iterate from the end of the array to the front of the array, and at each point, you always find the largest number's index, and you call flip I, flip that index, and make it at the front, and then you call flip array I, to make the largest number, which is right now at the index 0, to I's position. I hope you can understand it. Let me code it up so that maybe you can understand it better. This question, as I said before, it seems easy, but it's actually, I think it's not easy at all. It's quite tricky. So let's first of all write the flip function. So basically, what we want to do with flip k is basically reverse array So basically, if our k is here, we want to flip this part. Basically, we want to flip everything till k, including k. Okay, so there are several ways to write the flip function, but one that worked is that you have initialize an index called start index, initialize it as 0, and while start is less than k, so basically your start is here. Let's say k is 3, right? You want to flip this 4 number. So while its start is less than k, basically you switch start with k. So array start array k equals array k array start. So at this point, you switch this number with this number. So 3 comes here. And you increment s and decrement k. And at this point, you also like switch them, right? So 4 comes here and 5 comes here. And you also increment k and increment s and decrement k. At this point, s is not smaller than k, so you will jump out of the loop and the flip function will just like reverse the k elements. So this is how flip function works. So after we write our helper flip function, we have to do our main function. So if our input is 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, like as I said before, our I starts from the end. So for I in range length of array -1, -1, -1. So this is how you iterate through the end of the array till the first of the array. Basically, you will give you 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So after we get the I, then what? Like I said before, the algorithm, you have to find the maximum number and its index, right? So we can actually write a helper function that help us to find the largest number's index. So we'll write a helper function called find the largest number's index, and we pass in the array and the I. Let's call it a J actually. We can call it I. So basically, we have to find the largest number's index from index 0 to index I. So how do we do that? We initialize it as, let's call it largest number index. We initialize it as 0. And so basically, if our I is here, we have to do everything till I and find what's the largest number, right? For, say, for J in range, we pass in I, right? So I plus 1. So basically, if our I is 3, then we have to do range 4, right? Range 4 will give us 0, 1, 2, 3. And if our array J is larger than array largest number index so far that we find so far, if it's greater than our largest number's index, will be replaced by J, right? And at the end of the iteration, we just need to return the largest number index. So basically, this helper function just tell us from index 0 to index I, what is the largest number's index? In this example, if our I is 3, then our largest number is 5 and its index is 1. And this helper function will return 1. Okay, now that we have this helper function, we can call it. So as we said before, we have to get the largest number index, so we call the helper function. Because here we use I, here we also use I, so maybe I can use another variable, just not to make it very confused. So basically, we iterate through, oh, okay, so this is k here, so maybe I can use another variable. Maybe I can use, I don't know, x. So for every index, I call find the largest number index. In this example, if our x is at 4, and then it will return what? It will return 1 because it's the largest number's index. It will return 1. And what I do, I call flip array index, right? Because I want to flip this to number. So once I get the largest number to the front, then I can call what? I can call flip array I because x, because at this point this is the largest, and if I reverse the whole thing, it will come to the end. So it will become 2, 3, 4, 1, 5. Okay, now I'm done with this iteration. I decrement my x. So at this point, I also call the find largest number index. At this point, it will give me index 2. So I call array 2. So basically, you will reverse this part. So this 3 number will become 432. Once it becomes 432, I can do what? I can call flip array x, because what I want to do is reverse this 4 number and make it 1, 2, 3, 4. And so on and so forth. After the iteration, the array will be your output. So basically, you just have to return array, and let's see if it works. First, let me check. This helper function basically just reverse the array like in place, so it doesn't return anything. This gives me the largest index, and let's see whether it works. Okay, it works. So this question is actually very tricky. It took me quite a long time. So first of all, you have to know how pancake sort algorithm works. So basically, you have to know that you iterate from end to the front, and you always make the largest number to the front of the array. Then you can call array x to make the largest at the end. So basically, you are fixing the largest number at each iteration. Okay, I hope you like this video, and it's not an easy question again, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, you can give me a thumbs up or consider subscribing. Thank you. Bye.